What if Quiver Dance was in Gen 1 OU? I just needed to make a quick video because the next 3 videos I plan on doing are going to be pretty big. Admittedly, like in the grand scheme of things, they probably won't have too much to talk about, but there's no doubt that they are by far some of the most requested Pokemon that I get. If you're in my Discord server, you already know what they are because I talked about it in my in the channel where specifically dedicated for just Pokemon. But I need to do a quickie real quick. And that's where this is going to come in. Quiver Dance has been requested a few times. I did Volcarona just a few days ago. So yeah. There's only 2 Pokemon that were in Quiver Dance. But those 2 Pokemon, well, they get a massive buff from it, as you might expect. And it's just Butterfree and Venomoth. Didn't bother like deleting the moves and just looking them up again as I usually do for these videos. I probably said that very quickly. Whatever. So, to no one's surprise, these guys see 0 play in Gen 1 OU. I know Butterfree is good in I think it's PU, or at least if I remember correctly. Venomoth I know is an NU, but I do not know anything it does there. But looking at their movesets, it's literally identical, which I find funny. But since they do have the same moves, that's why it doesn't really matter. I feel like this is probably the most optimal moves that you can always give it. Like maybe you can get rid of Mega Drain and have dual set. For the most part, I don't think that's a big deal. For both of these Pokemon, you just need to put some to sleep, go for a Quiver Dance or 2, or as many as you can possibly can go with, and then boom, you can just start destroying a lot of stuff that isn't in OU. Because I don't think this surprises anyone, but even with Quiver Dance, these guys have absolutely no niche whatsoever. They would still be hard garbage. Venomoth would be slightly less hard garbage, because at the very least, base 90 speed and special. Getting a boost on that is legitimately good, but it's a poison bug type. What do you even do with that? Really? You have Psychic, cool, a lot of other things do, and most of the tier either resist Psychic, or there are freaking special wall, like Chansey. And then you have Mega Drain, which it doesn't even Oko Rhydon. Or I know Butterfree and Beedrill at the very least. But I'm sure Venomoth doesn't Oko either. With a Quiver Dance boost, it probably does. But even then, that doesn't really help your case at all. So, you would only see them in the lower tiers. And unfortunately, I can't predict how good they would actually be. Because I'm just not knowledgeable on PU, NU, or underuse. However, what I would guess is that both of these bugs here, they would just move up to the next tier. So I think Butterfree would go from PU to NU, and I can see Venomoth moving up to UU. Maybe I could be wrong, but I feel like Quiver Dance just in of itself is a good enough buff to where, it could just make or break what makes them be in a certain tier or not. Quiver Dance it's just one of the most powerful moves of all time. It's unfortunately not busted in Gen 1, but it's only because of the Pokemon that had it. I had one person told me with my Volcarona video the other day, even if Volcarona had amnesia, which it does, you would probably still use Quiver Dance, solely because it allows you to more consistently beat Tauros 1v1. And you know what? Fair enough. I do have a recent run replay. This is obviously not an accurate, representation on how you would actually use Butterfree or Venomoth in Gen 1. But I do think it's funny. And also, I do think it just shows just how weak they are. Admittedly though, base 70 Butterfree, getting 1 speed boost is already enough to, make it outspeed Tauros. Which in turn would also mean it can outspeed Gengar. Which then you can hit with Psychic if you want to. It won't do anything, but it's something. And look at that, even with needing to use 2 different Quiver Dances, it still only does 40-70% to Tauros. So in practice, you're just never going to get an opening to actually, like, get a Quiver Dance off. Because, again, you're Butterfree. You're weak. You can't take a hit. And even if you put, like, a Rhydon or Snorlax Sweep, since, they're, like, smaller than you. Or, not smaller, slower than you. With just one Quiver Dance, you just can't offensively threaten anything. So the moment something's a sweep, or the moment they take out, like, a paralysis, like, Chansey, there's just, like, literally nothing you can do. So, I'm sorry if that's a bit of a letdown. Like, maybe it's not. Maybe you just want to see how it would actually benefit them, and you didn't actually care about if they'd be good in OU or not. But they most certainly would not. So, yeah. Just look up forward to the next videos I'm going to be doing. I still need to work on talking slower, but I'm excited for them. Like, not to mention, with these next 3, it will be 100 videos in the What If Pokemon series. Or actually, I'm pretty sure because of, like, some of the videos I have unlisted, I've already done 100 uploads. However, like, this will be the first time 100 will be, like, like, actually in the playlist. And I have a doozy for once we get to 100th episode. And I want you to guess what it is. What do you think, like, would be a big enough deal to where I would dedicate the 100th episode of the What If Pokemon series to, just that one Pokemon? Whether it be a legendary, a mega, a regional variant, or just one of the most popular requested Pokemon. Let me know in the comments below. I'm excited to see if anyone can guess it right. Anything's on the table. Also, since the next 3 videos, are already planned out, like, you can still comment videos you'd like to see, of course, but it's gonna take, like, at the very least 3 days before I get to them, if that. So, look forward to what I have in store. Not to mention, like, once, 100 is done, then I'll talk more about the Generation Jumble. Make sure in my Discord for that. I'll be hosting a lot of tournaments. And until next time, this is Groundback, and I look forward to hearing from you.